Okay, people, it's time for the Blue in the Face playthrough for Xcom Chimera Squad to continue. Things are going very smooth, but enemies are getting more and more challenging as we progress through the story, so hopefully things don't spiral out of control. I'll keep my fingers crossed, and you should too. Now let's get into the action. Okay, let's do this. I'm having a bit of a rough day today, folks. Not gonna lie to you. I gotta be upfront. I poured stale milk into my coffee, and that's not fun for anyone. So I'm gonna take out my frustrations on the enemies today. So let's head into the arms robbery mission that we were gonna do before with the epic submachine gun reward. This should be a pretty solid mission. We've got two agents on our squad that are ridiculously strong, Godmother and Patchwork. They are gonna carry Verge and Shelter. These two guys don't have a lot of abilities in their kits, and the way that I did this playthrough is I relied very heavily on abilities to carry me through. You'll notice that I don't have any enhanced weaponry, so we're all still using tier 1 guns, but we have tier 2 armor and a lot of kit at our disposal, so we have to manipulate our abilities and positioning very well to succeed. But when I bring Verge and Shelter, we've got less abilities to manipulate, so we're gonna struggle a little bit, but if we play our cards right, we won't take too much damage, and nobody will get scarred up from this. So let's get in there. We got a window, a door, and a keypad door, and one projected encounter. It shouldn't be too bad. We gotta be careful though. Haha, I knew I had something extra. A targeting system that I can put on Verge. This will allow him to holo target enemies that he shoots at. And we'll give him tracer rounds too, why not? I'm always a little bit hesitant to take off my medkits because I'm using such an offensive squad. We don't have any damage mitigation, but I'm gonna take off the medkit and I'm gonna put the smoke grenade. So we're gonna play defense, and everybody else has medkits, so we should be okay. I'm gonna try something a little different this time, so let's get in there.
Informant tipped us off. Special weapon at this location.
Oh, I know this building. This building is very, very cramped, so this is going to be a bit rough. Maybe the smoke grenade was the right choice. Smoke grenades, for anybody that doesn't know, increases your defense while you're standing in it, so it makes it harder for enemies to hit you. Now, unfortunately, somebody is going to have to go through this keypad door, and it has a bad modifier. First unit through is marked until the end of the encounter. I think I'm going to give that to Godmother because she has armor. And then we will send other people through the other doors. We'll send Patchwork through the side door. We'll give her a point of armor. Actually, no, not Patchwork. We'll send Verge through there, and Verge is going to be number 1. Patchwork second. She's got to be number 2 in order to use her combat scanners. So she's never going to be the one to go in first. And then may as well put Shelter right behind Godmother. Actually, yeah, we'll put Shelter right behind Godmother. That's fine. Yeah, okay. So we've got 2 and 2. We're not too spaced out. This room is very cramped, though, as we'll see in just a moment. The scanner going off. That camera angle with the scanner is always terrible. And here we go. So we got one aggressive enemy, and it is a turret, so unfortunately I can't levitate it. You cannot levitate mechanical enemies. But I can levitate this necromancer. I have no idea what he's going to do with his alert status, but I can prevent it by lifting his ass up off the floor, so we're going to do that. I'm not going to shoot the turret with Patchwork either because she can one-tap it with her chaining jolt. I always want to call it combat protocol. So we'll just shoot at the necro while he's levitated, got the max damage roll, 5 damage, and we got a commando standing right in front of us. Let's hit it with that alpha strike. That's going to give us more initiative, and then I guess we can try for a dazzle. I actually don't know how many targets that's going to hit, though. I'm not going to use our dazzle ability right now. I'm just going to take the shot on this guy because that's a pretty easy kill. Taking 4 damage from the turret, though, not ideal, but could be worse.
I see the target.
All right, so the 2 enemies that were on the alert status over here are hunkered down, but one of them is actually next to an explosive barrel, so that's nice. But what we want to do now is cover ourselves in smoke. And look where Godmother is on the timeline. She normally would have probably been number 7, but Alpha Strike brought her initiative up to right behind Patchwork. All right, so we'll start by throwing out the smoke, and I suppose I want to cover Patchwork because she already took some damage. So Patchwork and Verge are going to be really safe. Verge is also probably going to get flanked if I don't deal with number 2, that android, but there's really nothing I can do to stop it unless I team up with somebody, and I don't know that I want to team up yet. So we're just going to go for a battle madness, and then we're going to take a shot.
All around you.
So hopefully that bruiser will shoot at the Necro. That would be nice if he does what I'm trying to will my thoughts onto him, and it worked. He did 6 freaking damage. That was way better than expected. And also this Cobra has himself flanked, hollow targeted, neural networked. Everything's going good for us in that regard. So I may as well take the 100. Let's just go for the guarantee. And we got a crit. Good roll. Good, decent roll. Decent roll. Now let the shenanigans begin. All right, it is taking a shot at an explosive, but it didn't do any damage. It just shredded the armor that he had from the breach modifier. It did put acid on the floor next to us, but thankfully the acid didn't actually hurt us. Now is where I can potentially do some big brain plays, though. This is where things can start to get a little nuts. And I love this part of XCOM. In all XCOM games, things get easier might not be the right word, but you get more tools the farther into the game that you go. And your success or failure depends on how you manipulate those skills. Whereas in the early game, your success and failure relies a little bit more on RNG because you don't have that many tools and you just kind of have to look and see the shot percentage. It's like, well, it's 75. I can't do anything better. And you just take the shot and hope it hits. But I've got so many things that I can do right now. So I'm going to try and do a big brain play. I'm going to walk up to this turret and we're going to get the zap. And now I'm going to go for another chaining jolt on the bruiser, and this is going to get me a double kill.
Frying the hostile.
Now, the reason I was a little hesitant to do that is because her positioning is not ideal. She can get very easily flanked by that Cobra, but I can also potentially kill the Cobra as well, so may not even have to worry about that. Let's just go all in, overtime. I messed up last time I used overtime, and because I didn't use it as the starting action. Yeah, I can potentially kill this android if I crit. So let's just fire. Ooh, it missed. An 83 missed. All right, let's take another one. We're doing the full combo right now. There we go. That's not what I wanted. Damn, that did not go the way I wanted it to at all. All right, we'll take the last shot on... Not on the Cobra. I can't even see it. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm not even going to shoot for my last action with her. I'm going to use preparation, and look what it does. There is so much Godmother on the squad. What? What just happened? That's so strange.
Target down. It was the training.
I'm actually not sure what just happened there, but I'll take it. And you know what? I'll roll the dice here. I'll go for a subdue on this Cobra.
Hostile subdued.
All right, we got the loot. Nice. Hey, you don't like that, do you? You don't like that, do you? Stupid Cobra. Nah,
Subdue the
that's what I'm
target.
talking about. All right. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It probably had a lot to do with the layout of the map. It was very tight and confined, and Godmother works really well in tight spaces. And there it is. So we got the Surly Constant as our reward, -2 unrest, and we got the bonus intel. My day is turning better, even though I poured stale milk into my coffee. All right.
Sacred Coil has no cure for the Fade. They're using a public health crisis to increase their recruitment. Put an end to their lies. Show City 31 what they really are. Killer cowards, fearmongers, and opportunists.
The old world is nearly returned to us. A world that wants you to do nothing more than diminish. It will clutch at your potential, pull you down, choke you with lies until you can't see the truth. But we can be your guide from these depths. Your passage from the tyranny of human rule. All we ask is that you climb. Do not adjust. Do not
change. For now, you walk the bonded stair. Okay. We get it. You don't like humans. You want to rule the planet. Enough. I'm going to go for enhanced assault rifles. I'm probably just going to run down the whole tree one by one until I have all the enhanced stuff, and then go for the Mastercraft after that, because I really need better guns, especially for characters like Verge who don't have crazy strong offensive abilities. He needs a stronger gun to so that he scales up with everybody else. Because if we go look at the roster real quick, Claymore literally doesn't need a gun, and he's still a god. So you if you have Claymore on your squad and he's the only person with a shotgun, you don't need to upgrade your shotguns, because he hardly ever shoots. But Shelter, on the other hand, he's like 50-50 in need of his gun. He kind of needs his gun. Godmother absolutely needs her gun. She scales down. The longer you hold off upgrading your guns with Godmother, the weaker she's going to feel. She's still very strong when she's kitted out, but that gun is everything for her. Cherub, he never shoots. He hardly ever shoots. Verge, for me, I always do one of his mental abilities and then I shoot, so his gun is valuable to me. And then Patchwork, if I had another reflex grip for Patchwork's assault rifle, I would shoot with her a lot more than I do. I would probably just put her in full cover, and then every single turn after that, it would be shoot, chaining jolt, shoot, chaining jolt, over and over and over again. But that's just not what we have right now, so it's fine. So we're gonna go for enhanced assault rifles so that Verge will be a little bit stronger once we get our hands on it. And I actually have enough intel to upgrade my security field team to tier 3. And that is going to allow me to use the Dragnet ability so that I can get the reward from the PD raid over here and do the mission. So this is a main story mission, capture communications relay. It is ranked very difficult, and it's probably going to be rough.
Forces may try to sabotage infrastructure, damage crucial tech, or demolish evidence of their activities. Focus on any hostile attempting to destroy what you're there to protect. Hold fast and outlast their assault.
The main reason it's going to be rough is, of course, because we're using 2 weaker squad members paired with 2 stronger squad members. If I had Claymore and Torque in the squad, then I wouldn't even sweat it. But it's okay. We'll make it work. We're going to put the Surly Constant on. And this grants the Hail of Bullets abilities. Unleash a hail of bullets that is guaranteed to hit your target, but uses a lot of ammunition. Has a 3-turn cooldown. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Shelter didn't get promoted, right? Oh, he did. He has Distortion Field now. Okay, well, this is really good. I'm going to get to use Shelter the way I really want to use Shelter now. This is going to be fun. So we've got the same setup that we had before. Plated Vest, AP rounds on Godmother, the Target Analyzer for the crit. Patchwork has the Hollow Scanner. Verge has the Ceasefire Bomb, but we're probably not going to use it. And we've got a Medi Patch as well that we can use for the second encounter if we take too much damage. We're good to go. Also, Shelter is really short.
3-1 PD uncovered a relay for Sacred Coil's propaganda broadcast. Once you find it and secure it, we can trace it to the source.
I don't like those broadcasts. Too much like Advent.
Well, we got to put a stop to it. Let's see. All right, this is a window breach point. I don't like these because you can't use any of your breaching items on these, so we'll just put people wherever we can put them to get the best benefits. +3 mobility is really good for Godmother, so she can position well. It's for the first round. +25 aim. We can give that to Shelter, and we'll have him at number 2. Plus defense, we'll give that to Verge. He doesn't have a lot of hit points. And successful shots will crit. We'll give that to Patchwork because that's the only slot left. And yeah, it sucks that we can't use any of our breach abilities for this. So we'll just have to pile it on in the second room. So the challenge for us mainly though right now is that my guns are just so bad. I mean, like, I did this on purpose. I went for, whoa, there's a lot of aggressive enemies. But I purposely chose to not upgrade my guns because I was using my initial 4 guys were focused on abilities, but now that I'm cycling people out, I'm struggling a little bit. So let's just take out as many targets as we can. The first one is down. The turret, you can't levitate mechanical enemies, so we'll just levitate on the commando so that he won't be able to shoot at us. And then we still got 3 more targets, and I can't kill any of them. That turret is a 1-tap from Chaining Jolt, so I'm just going to cover rush. Ouch. Missed. Good. All right, not horrible. Not horrible. We did take a big hit on Shelter, but we'll make it work. Yeah, we'll set him down for now. All right, now it's good. Look at the mobility that Godmother has. It's actually absurd. I'm not going to blow overtime yet because I already blew Alpha Strike and I want to space out my resources a bit. So what do we have? We got that android at number 2, and it's actually likely that I won't be able to kill it. So it's probably just going to punch itself in the head and shoot at Patchwork. And I'm okay with that because she's in a strong position because she's cover rushed. So I want to try and focus number 3. Number 3 is a commando, right? Yeah, he's a low threat enemy, but I still want to. I can probably kill him. So what's here? There we go. Oof, beautiful. And the Alpha Strike coming into play. We still have another shot that we can take. It's not the worst shot.
Closer than I would like.
All right, so that was a bit odd. I didn't think the android had vision on Verge because of the wall, but looking closer, it does make sense that it did. So we've still got a commando over there at number 2, and I don't really know what I can do about it. In fact, I don't think there's anything I can really do about it. I'm going to relocate Godmother for some extra defense. That commando's probably not even going to shoot. It's probably just going to throw a smoke grenade. But I'm just going to relocate and then preparation. This is something that I do with Shelter a lot. He's basically invincible right now. Because
no luck for them.
The distortion field gave him plus 50 defense. Preparation gave him an additional, what was it, 30? And he's in full cover? Yeah, like he can't be touched right now. I think enemies literally have a 0% chance to hit Shelter right now. That might be off a little bit, but it's fine. And I actually can't do anything great with Verge either. The positioning in this room is actually kind of tough. It's segmented in a strange way. But we'll just move over and we'll hit the boy with Battle Madness, see what happens. 98% chance. It better work. This is a weird thing that happens with probabilities in Xcom. XCOM is actually a very frustrating game to play if you don't appreciate the fact that 98% means you can still miss.
Still here. You're stronger than you think.
Because a lot of times I'll move into positions and I'll see, oh, I've got a 70% chance there, or 80%. Oh, that's basically a guarantee. But it's not, though, is it? It's not. So I've personally started saving myself a lot of frustration by sort of not believing the hype of the shot percentage of 85 or 95 and just saying, This might not work. Whoops. That explosion was bigger than I thought it was going to be. Well, we can try to kill him with hail of bullets. We can't reach the other guy for subdue, obviously. So I'll just try hail of bullets. Because it's a guaranteed hit, but it's not a guaranteed kill if we roll low. But we rolled high. We got a 5. So that's good. And now this is where the fun begins. We can chaining jolt. Unfortunately, the chain will not reach both of the targets. But what we can do is ensure that we get damage on both of them. That commando number 4, I'm probably not going to kill him this round. Unless, okay, you know what? We're going to go all in on this because I just don't want to take unnecessary damage here. Because I just don't want to take unnecessary damage here. Because I just don't want to take unnecessary damage here. We're going to move up. The turret is going to get zapped and eventually, right? Hello? Hello? There it is. So that turret is basically one tap for whoever even looks at it. I'm gonna throw this grenade at the turret. Why not? Because I can't reach the other guy.
Frog out.
Oh my god, I forgot the turret has so much armor. That I probably shouldn't have done that. That was probably a waste.
Frying circuits.
Looks like it hurt.
I completely forgot about the armor. I just neglected it. Alright, it's no big deal. Patchwork is going to get shot at. And she's going to get crit for 6. That's a big crit. But we've got a medi patch for this reason, so it's I'm not too flustered by it. So let's just move up. Deal with this guy. So we got the first area down, just not as clean as I would have liked it to be. Yeah, I probably should have played a bit more conservative, like because of this commando. That critical for 6 was very heavy. All right, it's all right. It's all right. We got this.
Communication equipment in the next room. That must be the relay.
Their propaganda is sophisticated. I look forward to shutting it down.
Ooh, Verge sounding like a badass there. But that just goes to show you that even in a scenario where you do have really strong agents and you're basically overpowered, it's still possible for you to get your ass kicked. All right, first unit through deals 3+ damage. Let's send Verge in first. We'll send Verge Patchwork with the no. Verge Godmother, because we got to use our abilities, right? We got to. I'm lying. It's not even Verge. It's like this. Here we go. I'm trying to get as many abilities, as many items out as I can, and I'm going for the offensive items. So, wait. Am I lying? I'm still lying. Okay. At the secured door, we've got crit, and we've got nothing else. On the main door, Verge deals 3 additional damage during the breach, and he's throwing out the ceasefire bomb, which will hopefully stop the enemies from shooting at us.
Let's do this.
All right.
We're going in.
Here we go. Ladies on the right, dudes on the left. I've kind of stacked the odds a little bit. The one door has 2 of my strong agents, and the other door has the 2 weaker agents, but the room doesn't seem like it's too big, so we probably won't be separated much. All right, so all those weapons have been disabled, and there's only 1 aggressive enemy, but Shelter has a terrible shot percentage on him, so I'm not even going to shoot him. I'm going to dazzle, because we do have some humanoid targets in the back, so let's do it on the commando, and we got 4 disorients. All right, not bad, not bad. And then we'll levitate on... No, stop. We'll shoot him. Nice. Seal the deal. I almost forgot that I had seal the deal active. That would have been awful. And for this side, we'll try and kill the turret because it's going to mark us with its alert status. So we'll just go like that and then go like that. No problem. Yeah, the room is small enough so that we're not separated that much, even though we went through different breach points. There are some breach points where if you go through multiple, then your squad is completely sectioned off, and that can be very difficult to deal with. So, that android number 2 is all the way in the frickin' back, and that's slightly problematic. I do like Patchwork's current position because I can finesse her and like walk up to guys and get the chaining jolt from where she is now. But she's also injured, so we are going to bring her into a safer position. So she's got that extra defense for a long time now. And I could blow my medkit early, and I could also blow team up just to get Godmother up in the roster. Because she's really late right now. Yeah, you know what? We're going to bring Godmother up. It's time for her to get reckless. And we'll take a shot on the Guardian. The Guardian is the equivalent of the Shield Bearer in XCOM 2.
Someone shred that armor.
And that's the well, you don't need anybody to shred the armor, first of all, because you have AP rounds. But the Shield Bearer is the type of enemy, it doesn't hurt, but it makes things painful for you. Because if he gets his turn, he's going to apply a shield to everybody in this room. And that's 3 extra hit points. So let's try to kill him. All right. Now, we don't have a flank on him, so our crit is only 50%. I say only, but that's still pretty good. And we also don't have our Alpha Strike, so we don't have 3 action points. We just have 2. But we have made him one-shot, and we can potentially kill him with somebody else, like Verge, maybe. Because, I mean, look at this. Godmother's not on the timeline right now, but if I use Preparation... Does that give me more attacks? Because I shoot, like, that gives me more attacks in this round, right? Yeah, we're going to use Preparation here. Prime self-destruct. We know. It's the same routine all the time with you, Android. Ah, it had to reload because of the ceasefire bomb. But he did not.
I thank their inferior training.
Okay, not bad. So now we 100% have to kill the Guardian. The question remains, though, how. We're going to try and get the Commando to kill him with Battle Madness to start.
Buys us some time.
It does buy us some time. So, Commando, do what I want you to do. Yeah, there you go. That's my boy right there. See, we on the same wavelength. He's cooperating. And now, I don't want to change Verge's position because I want to shoot his gun. So I'm gonna bank on the smoke protecting me. This is gonna give me, I think, 20 defense is what it gives. So at this point, Patchwork would be invulnerable if she stood in there forever, but she's not gonna stay in there forever. I'm gonna plan my route a little bit. I'm gonna send Patchwork probably up here, and then who do I want to hit? We got good percentages across the board. I'll hit the fleshy target so none of the damage gets mitigated if it connects, but of course it's going to miss. Best laid plans of mice and men. Yeah, there we go. It still worked out really well, though. So we can just move up. We're shrouded. I mean, I guess I can use the medkit now. I feel so spoiled using them. And then we get the chaining jolt on our... We'll get it on this one so it doesn't get to do anything. I know there's the one in the back that's primed for self-destruct, but this one is going to prime itself as well, and it's going to shoot probably or reload. I don't know which, but we'll get rid of it so it can't do either. And now it's Godmother's turn again. And who do we go after? I guess the right choice is the android. Yeah, I guess we go after the android. Even though the purifier is in a position to hurt us because he might throw a grenade. We got to get rid of the android. This is a guaranteed kill, actually, so.
Drop the hostile.
That's massive overkill. All right, let's see what this guy does. Yeah, is he going to flame? Okay, he's just going to flame, and it's going to miss. That would have been a juicy grenade if he got it, but maybe he just couldn't finesse it properly. So we got this Commando over here in cover, and I can't really do anything about it. I'm actually, I don't know exactly what I want to do here. But let's just relocate Godmother for the extra defense on her, and then prep. And Shelter is now basically immune to damage.
Taking fire.
Verge was not, but the smoke, it helped out a little bit. All right, so we're pretty much we pretty much got this in the bag at this point. We just got to clear the rest of the room. So this went well. This went well. We took some damage, but it's okay. It's okay. All right. Oh, these guys are actually in full cover. They're actually in full cover. That's so rare. All right. Well, let's just beat them up. Wait, can I beat them up? Yeah, I can beat them up. Check this out.
Can anyone cover me?
You don't need cover. You got a gremlin. Look at that. I wanna get at least one subdue. The stupid patch of fire is super annoying because I can't get around it. But because Shelter is freaking cool as hell, I don't need to worry about fire. All right, so there we go. Movement is not a problem for Shelter. You can, I think you can see why Shelter is such a cool guy at this point. He can really finesse things in his favor. And we've got reinforcements coming in, and there are 3 potential spots for them to come in. So I'll just try and cover as many of them as possible. So we'll get Verge like that.
Gives us options.
Who's this? Godmother? Okay. No, this is Patchwork. All right, Patchwork can be dirty. I can park her right next to the door. And the enemies that come through will get zapped. And I'll have her overwatch like this.
Covering the squad.
Thank you.
Godmother can kind of angle this way and overwatch where Patchwork is. Hostiles know we're coming. No, they don't. There's nobody here. Of course, all of them clown car pile up on the window that I'm not overwatching. All right, whatever.
We advance.
What am I even supposed to do here? I guess I can just move into cover and start taking some shots because we have a flank on all of them with Shelter. Why haven't I used this medkit? I'm trying to act cool and like not heal myself and look, I can beat this game without healing. It's not necessary. I've got nothing to prove to anybody. All right, let's just take a shot. Good crit. All right, now Verge. I really wish I had a reflex grip on Verge because I would be able to shoot twice. But instead, I just have to battle madness. The commando. Hopefully this commando will shoot the other commando. Do it. You know what to do. There. See, we on the same wavelength again. See, that's my boy as well. He knows what the deal is. And we obviously got to get Verge into some kind of cover. And we have some full cover. Godmother's going to take a shot, probably. Because she's completely exposed right now. There's nothing I could do to really prevent that. Hey, it missed. My luck is turning around.
Overloading target.
Now, unfortunately, because none of the Overwatch is triggered, we were unable to wipe the initial wave of reinforcements before the next wave comes in. So this is going to be harder. I'm not going to be able to... I might not even kill this guy, actually. So yeah, this is still going to be kind of rough. Because 3 more guys are going to come in. That crit rolled low. And we're just not ready for it. Well, thankfully they're coming through the door where Patchwork is. Oh, this is so great. Wow, dude. That's amazing. That's freaking amazing. Unfortunately, though, they're all ahead of us on initiative, so we've got to do something about that. We've got to make ourselves safer somehow, so let's relocate Patchwork to at least give her that defense. This is why I love Distortion Field, by the way, as opposed to the other one that manipulates the timeline, is because when shit like that happens where the enemies come out of a place and flank me just because that's where they spawned, I can at least give myself defense. I'm still flanked, but their chance to hit is significantly lowered. And I may as well just go for the subdues here for the chance at some intel. Verge We can same thing. Battle Madness.
Unleash your frustration.
You know what to do, buddy. We've been through this before with your friends, and you were gonna follow suit. There you go. There you go. And you know what? Let's get some intel. Let's get some freaking intel. This was a bad idea. Verge is gonna get shot in the back now. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Never mind. Close combat. Killed him. How dare you try to move next to Godmother? Godmother tells you when to move. You don't move unless Godmother tells you to. And that's what I thought. Oh my god. These enemies are just so... I mean, I guess it was there was a 1/3 chance of me getting screwed by that, and I got screwed by it. So I'm pretty sure if I move shelter right here,
Going over there.
and then trigger relocate, Patchwork will zap all of them. Yep. So that's good damage, but I didn't get any kills. So it's maybe not great. But we can try the commando thing again with the Battle Madness. So this could be slightly better than I think it's going to be.
Go on. Lash out.
I mean, none of us are in cover right now, so this has just devolved into complete tomfoolery and shenanigans. It's a Donnybrook. It's just madness, and we're gonna just blast this guy in the face. All right, it worked out. We didn't take any damage from that, and we didn't even have to shoot at this boy. We just walked next to... Oh, crap. I clicked on the wrong spot. There you go.
The training paid off.
Yo, Patchwork is my girl. All right, we did it though. We lightly wounded across the board, unharmed on Verge. 60% chance for bonus intel. Come on, cross your fingers, folks, please. Yeah, we got it. Okay, so we got 20 intel, 40 credits, bonus Delirium from the first room had the extra chest, and the -2 on rest. City Anarchy has risen to 8.
Excellent work. City 31 sees the true face of Sacred Coil, and they don't like it.
And look at that, we got 2 promotions as well, and we got a new squad member. I'm gonna take Terminal, and not for the reasons you probably think. If you've played Chimera Squad, then you know that Terminal is one of the strongest characters in the game. If you're looking to just make things easier for yourself in terms of not getting people to bleed out, but Terminal is so much more than just Safeguard. Safeguard heals an ally for 4 HP, and it gives them defense, but she has a great timeline manipulation ability, and she has the ability to essentially extend her reach to one of her teammates to basically give them a free action point in exchange for one of her action points, and that's why I like Terminal. Safeguard is just the icing on the cake for her, so I'm gonna actually take her for a couple of reasons, actually. Everything that I just said about her abilities, but also we've got 3 characters now in our roster that use submachine guns. So when I do finally upgrade those, I could conceivably bring the SMG squad out to play, and they'll all have very powerful guns sooner rather than later. All right, so let's give a promotion. We got Soulfire. This is now where Shelter starts to become a god. Okay, he starts off trash, absolutely trash, and then he gets Distortion Field or Temporal Shift, and he's like, okay, he's not bad. And then you get Soulfire, and you become a god. Shelter launches a Psionic Blast at an organic enemy, delaying their next turn, does guaranteed damage, ignores cover and armor, 2-turn cooldown. It doesn't hit that hard, but timeline manipulation is amazing. So I'm glad we have that. For Verge, I always take the exact same thing with Verge. Every single time I build him, I never deviate from it. Crowdsource is just too good compared to Collar. Collar is great if you're trying to farm intel, but I don't really farm intel. So Crowdsource Verge gets 5 aim and 10 crit chance for every enemy in the neural network, and that stacks on top of the base neural network. So we get plus 15 aim and 10 crit chance every time we use Battle Madness on a single target. And it's only going to snowball even more as we continue to rank up. So just, I mean, stay tuned for that. Verge is going to get nuts further down the line. He's already very good, but he's going to get crazier. And we finished the glad handling. I should probably do a crisis management pretty soon because we are getting a little crazy on the anarchy. But I'm going to do another glad handling because we are in the process of upgrading guns and stuff. So we're going to keep it going.
Reclamation links Sacred Coil to a variety of City 31's missing persons. All human. Stop these human abductions and recover them from Sacred Coil. Time is of the essence.
And all right, so it looks like we've done a pretty good job of clearing the board, but unfortunately we did get some unrest over here in Highland Square. So we've got the Anarchy Mission. These can be challenging, but the Anarchy missions are basically an exercise in how well can you clear the board over and over and over again and prioritize specific targets. So it's gonna be a fun one in our next mission, especially because we got the timeline manipulation from Soulfire on Shelter. So we're gonna do that Anarchy mission the next time we come back, and just so I don't forget, I'm gonna freeze the district unrest in Renova Heights so that doesn't get any worse than it already is. And then we'll be good to go. So, guys, thank you for watching. I feel so much better about having poured stale milk in my coffee because I took my aggressions and frustrations out on the aliens, and we did all right. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.